have side chicks. Also a relationship.
Also a relationship. So since
You
it's a
get
relationship,
some people prefer to go in for married men. On personal one. No, I'm not getting you wrong. I get you right. Yes, you are saying that as Obi Away. That's I'm also saying that.
Okay, so me and me did when you were the friend Daniel first. And this is that.
My friend is doing that.
What's up?
I recall.
Alright. Yeah, it's here. You come and be the three things say does age really matter in relationship? See, me and my partner, you know, my own sense. This is a relationship. But you say it's kind. The age and I fear age. And whom here ever relationship here, you don't come on. Age matters. But you feel like a sound relationship.
okay, to you decide the age doesn't matter in relationship.
Sister, Irene, but your age, never relationship.
Age, when it comes to relationship, to me, age doesn't matter.
Alright, so, but that's what is the Irene. So, you see, yes, share explanations in full. I didn't know what I can say age and for relationship.
Okay. Maybe I did.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, later we can say age doesn't really matter in relationships. To me, maturity is not about age. When you talk about maturity should be about the mind. There will be a way you that 75 I drink this one or doing some far. And if you're going into a relationship, I think you should be emotionally stable. Yes, you should be psychologically stable. We don't go into a relationship with age. If you are based on age, you might choose the wrong person. See, let me tell you, there are people out there that going for, sometimes they say, sugar mommy, sugar daddy, yes. Young girls never for sugar, but Osha, the person treats her well because of the person's psychological background. The person is emotional background, the person is mentally stable. As compared to young person or the fan. It will only consider certain circumstances and situations now. Of a young guy. Of late, so the young guys around you, I don't know. I don't want to go to that side, but I don't think when it comes to relationship, we should base on age. We should rather look at the person's capabilities, whether the person is capable of being in a relationship, whether I think the person has that nerves to pamper me. Like, age doesn't. I can get an old man, the old man treats me very nice. I can get a young guy and they send me, there will not be growth. So I think when it comes to relationship, it should be far behind. If you are financially stable, you are mentally fit, you are psychologically okay, emotionally okay, you can go into. Remember for small boy now, and then I say,
Okay, so like okay, say you know and Winina or Pampa or
I guess it's not only about pampering, but it's the person's mind or winning. But when it comes to relationship, we need that kind of mental capability when it comes to relationship. Okay, but this will also swap, but not people do. Yes, we have people who out, as you can say, Bible, we can't cash, my answer, I say, you can see a phone, himself was a phone, yeah, but when you not doing this, also swap that. Or such a rules and way to some so I think it also counts. So it's really about you pampering me. Once you come into my cycle and I feel that when I talk about two things, I think, no, this guy is capable enough to make us go far. I see future with you. I see you having vision. Yes, you don't look at the present situation, but you envisage the future. So with that, I know that I can live with you. I know be all the time and there. Sexy, when you go, like, or first small girl in that house, be like, any girl will be young. I'm going to share this present time. No, I'm going to share into the future. They look at what the future holds. But you have some young people who see, oh no, maybe when I mingle with you in the future, we can acquire this, we can open this business, we can do one or two like that. It's not just about spreading the money anyhow now. What will the future have for us? So age doesn't really come to the relationship.
Sister, Irene actually said, Nibano and family in theory, and found, say when you are not switching. Say, I didn't know on 1 year, or you mature the world, and you're maybe say, or you know that when you have a building the future. Relationship no woman, bit me build on any future. Once I'm building relationship in the future, so far, yeah, and that means you're good to go. That's another one. Yeah, all right. You see, Reverend, I mean, but I would say age doesn't matter.
Age doesn't matter in the relationship. Okay, you see, say, getting into a relationship, we are not just looking at the relationship, we are looking at the end of the relationship. Now, why do you want to go into the relationship? Is it for fun? Is it for marriage? Is it for normal friendship? Or you just want to build up a system? Because of building some kind of connections and links. So that's what I say. And so, about relationship now, it generally matter because depending on the way someone family level. And so you said the business account, you are not doing say our renting, then I'm going to go into that relationship. You don't, marriage is not for small boys. It is not for small girls either. And marriage is not for people who are grown. But marriage is for matured people. When we say someone is mature, we are talking about the mind, not the age. What I say. And we are talking about the mind, not the age. I know a lot of people out there they argue say age comes with experience. Okay, but not every experience has lessons. He has gone through a lot of things, but if you actually said he had that point in sanity, but he has suffered a lot of things in life. You know, maybe not being a fact. Our real and our business room, and I say how the corporate world is moving now. Also, we now we enter into that friendship or that relationship. Now, it's not necessarily said the relationship should be between a boy and a girl. It can be two boys. That's why I make us say, if baby it's our relationship in the air. That's what I say. So, David went through a lot of experiences. Where he came from, where he was neglected by family, he was in the desert taking care of sheep. But he became king. Joseph was sold. He went through a lot to become a prime minister. Now, it is the lessons that these people have learned from where they were, the processes they've went through, the events that their lives have taken, have gone through, that led them to where they were. We also have people who went through, they've struggled. Okay, we can have two, a boy and a girl. One lives on the streets. One is with the parents, the person is going through serious treatments at home. The two of them can come and meet, and their lives will be worse than it was when they are in it. Simply because their minds are not what? Mature. So irrespective of your age, you can still go into a relationship and it will be fruitful if only the mind is mature. And so I don't believe in age being a barrier. If you want to go in for it and you are prepared and you are ready, you can go in for it.
Okay, so but Reverend, everything is really good. But before then, I said, the evacuation start already, so I say, the clarify the say. But a relationship like I say, we have a family relationship or friend, like normal friends, and then I say, like Casafa dating one, and I'm sure, and what's on, yeah, and see, this is a very, but I now say, age matter. Yeah, so if I say, oh man,
so I still said yes, age matters because I believe it's brings about respect. That is what I do. You see, when I'm talking about age, trust me, I'm talking about a mature person. Believe me, I won't date or go into a relationship with someone who I'm younger than who I'm with. Yes, and then, like I said, respect. I believe if I date someone who I'm older than, the respect will be, it will reduce. No matter what you can say, whatever you want, you would try, but then sometimes you feel like when you're young, so you demand that respect. Meanwhile, the person is your boyfriend, why you be here? So I believe in terms of respect, you could get that maximum respect. But the person who feels in relationship, you understand? And I believe that age matters because when I date a mature person, the impact that person has on me will be more than dating someone who's young. That's what I believe. Because I believe a mature person, a person older than me, has experiences in life and can impact a lot in me than dating someone who's younger. So that is my statement.
Okay. But yes, that very actually maybe a point I have there was it say when you listen respect some. It's the person say okay, nipa when you listen. I send you on the to the say we're mature. I send you on the bit now what new relationship na come. The near way and train agent. It's send you still now what is the facility.
I wouldn't say emphatically say very fat man, but then it comes naturally to me because sometimes you feel like I'm never seeing that you're human, but so when you're showing you have it at the back of your mind. Sometimes I'm not saying all the time, you might do it, but then at certain points you'll be like, you're checking, I don't know, that we see, that we see. The respect you want to see. That is what I need to do.
Okay. This is very but it's not the person besides maturity and all that.
Okay.
It's never say nipa no issue. Never say yeah. Member say we used to sugar mommy say I example. Because we go a lady.
Okay.
Never say there when you be 20 years. Na guy no be 90. We mature time. Now we about problem best. Let me catch us religion. Even the stage of right transmission, the face transmission. But ukra some mentality no between that and it's like nipa bisa. Like one man is a chance in this one.
Okay. So, also if I'm trying to say my name was 30 years.
Yeah.
Why more 19 years? Before that, I don't know you from anywhere. So how then did I deduce that you are matured? Okay, so when I say maturity, in my aspect, maybe I might have different understanding to maturity. Reverend Abini might have different understanding to maturity. Likewise, Sister Mary will also have different understanding to maturity. So it's all plays a role. Maybe what the other person might see as maturity in that person, I will not see it as such. Okay. So 30 years, 10 years now. Fine, I'll monitor the person for, but honestly, I wouldn't, the age difference is wide. Even if I'm dating somebody who's above me, I don't like somebody with 10 years. No, I don't like it. Yeah. So even 30 years, 19 years, the age differences. Just makes my age back saying, yeah, no, I won't advise that. But 30, then 28, it's okay. That's the lady's 30 and the guy is 28. And he's matured enough. What's in a way of he can help you out. So such a person, you can monitor the person from afar. But I'm a cultural. Sometimes you tell people and they tell you that you don't like when you tell them, oh, you're drunk. Yes, they don't like that. Me, my answer, my yes, my yes, my yes, my yes. I don't have that time because I can't just be on my dad out. I have nothing to think about. My worries are enough to have those in addition. So I look at you, or mostly, okay, me, if I don't know you, it's different. But when I know you, I monitor your words and everything. So when you say, this 19 years person, I know the person. And I'm saying, oh, this person has a future. All the time, like, this way, this way, or conversation, you're going to see it. And 1 or 2 ways, don't say, maybe why help why you be a big for such a person, I will tell you from afar when I feel like please I'm not using the 19 years, let's say 28, 30. When I feel like no, this person can add value to my life. And no crime say it's a straight from dating. No. When it comes to my life, it's okay now. We give ourselves some time to know each other. Maybe for all you know, because you want a relationship with me, you do your thing so good and so nice. It's like you might say the best man to do, I'll push you to the goal to know your actual person. Because somebody wants relationship, so the person can all night, it's all fine. But when you're the owner or penny here, I was such a so I'm not the reason why I won't give you that face straight away. I also do things to see to see who you are. When I get to see you, if I realize that no, this character with you, I can take it, I can do something about it. It's fine. But if I look at maturity and you think the person help me to the future, character is it's something that's you don't jeopardize with. And this is why I say Nielsen and EVP. So character is something I'm very careful with. So Oceana when it comes to my sister, my dear sister, my dear brother, advise yourself. Now because come on in the future. We will open businesses, we will do this, we will do that, we will do this, we will do that. Now we should buy it won't work out because all the time misunderstanding, you see, not see. When you get someone who understands you, you also understand the person, and you feel like, no, this person, not tomorrow. The person can help in the future. I'm good to go. When it comes to the age, I'm not looking at the 39. It's why I wouldn't go into such a person. My parents, my family, my mom.
Okay. It's since that kind. It's not or can age now. On your age, you would change like distance in your one. Like or can maybe a difference 2 or 1.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Remember, actually, maybe since said now can what's the example about the go on the street now and now so far. It's what kind of about experience? Experience, come with age or.
You see, experience doesn't come with age. Experience doesn't come with age. Now we have in Korea, okay, we get the 60 years. Saliban, we did 30, we need 30. Okay, now, okay, let's use King Saul and David. Now, David was very young. Saul was more grown in terms of age. Now, Saul had been to war and has been in war for a very long time before David was coming in. You understand? So one will say, Saul has at least 100% experience about war. But David didn't have that experience. Okay. But then, what made David, gave David that edge to push forward to fight Goliath? When Saul, the man who has been in battle for years, knows all the technicalities about war, was holding back. Now, experience is not just experience, but the successes of the things you have gone through, you come out safe. The things you have gone through and come out successful, that is experience. And David has not just been battling normal human beings, but things that were representing God's nature. Now, David was, let me say, if it's today our time, I'll say David was, the fool was a man. He was exposed to a lot of dangers, but Saul was coming from the home. The experiences are different. So the things that Saul would want to take caution to approach, David would not take that caution to approach. He listens to his inner being to go in. So experience is not about age. Now, there is someone, sorry to say this, I have one of my fathers in the house, in church. The kind of things he has gone through to get to where he is now at his current age. As young as I am, half his age, I have also gone through the same. So, would you say I have to rise the experience, the things one by one, age after age after age? No. So, it comes, it's nature. That is what I'm saying. Maturity is not the age. It's the mind. Okay, so there was a man, someone on the street, okay, hustling on the street. It will shock you when you give him a position to handle. He will use some kind of technicalities and handle that position for you, and you'll be marveled, someone who has gone through home training. Evangelist Suriname. Now look at the places this young man is entering to win souls for Christ. Our apostles and prophets are always sitting in the church room. Now, they have been in ministry for maybe 30 years, 40 years. This young man just came into ministry. But his experiences on the field as an evangelist is different from someone who is handling the evangelism position as missionary director or evangelism director or whatsoever. Now, when you take these two people to the street, the evangelism director will be rejected. Do you understand? Why? Because the one who has been on the street for 10 years speaks the language of the street. That is experience. When he meets the armed robbers, the weed smokers, he will speak their language and he will accept it. That is experience. The one in the office doesn't have that experience. Do you understand? And so that is where experience is.
So that is the reason I'm not saying aging. And yet the air wide, maybe a difference to over. So the same thing there. So what might I say aging?
You see, age doesn't matter to me. I don't really care about the age.
Even when the person is 19 or
listen to me. You see, The problem where we have problems when it comes to age is the family, but not the two individuals, it's the family. Now, when I'm going home with a woman today, then I get home, and then I'm 30 or 33, then I take a 20-year-old girl to the house. My mother will tell me, how can this girl take care of you and the children? Now, I am bringing the person because of what I have seen. We don't just go and tell this person, I love you. Do you understand? You study the person from afar, approach the person to become friends. In the course of being a friend, our youth president always says something, marry your friend. So when you are a friend, you befriend the person, you know the capabilities and the weakness of that person. Even before you propose marriage to the person, you take the person home. Do you understand? Now, let me divert a little. How old was Prophet Muhammad when he married his first wife? He was 25. And the woman was about 40, 45. And they got married. In this our country that we are living in, we have an elder of state whose wife is 4 years older than him. And they are living peacefully. Now, if my wife is older than me, the man, you see, when we are talking about age, it is not just my age, in terms of education, it's a barrier. I'm marrying a woman who is a university graduate, and I am just some JHS liver around the corner. My authority as a man is what I have here. That is what I will use to control that woman who is coming from the university. So if the woman is also matured enough in the mind, he knows that this is my husband. So what is it? Someone will say yes, it matters. Some families they will reject the man if you are older, you the woman you are older than their marriage will not end. So what I say? It is not means for her. I remember when I was going to get married, the Vatican is like this. They asked me that my wife, okay, our age difference is just 10 years. Okay. And the family asked me if I can take care of their daughter. Before even they called the lady to come out to confirm if truly she was me. And the answer I gave them is what made them accept my proposal. Assuming my answer did not please them, maybe still they will go ahead to accept, but they will be question marks. Do you understand? Age, said the sister Kyle, me let me answer the 10 years, Ghana. I don't have problem with it. As long as the two of us can manage the home without conflicts. Conflicts, not conflicts as in there were disagreements. Those ones they are there. But to the extent say I never public domain. I say Abigail need to know. So I said, Bemana means Obama, but not Bemana is different. It took Obama Nansa to always tame and keep the husband out of trouble.
The Reverend so actually the Reverend is on the age and it's a difference in 10 Ghana, Yoga, need to know. The answer or mature. Sister Mary, but you're not focusing on Mario, and that's when it will be a winning song. What expect to say will be dating age difference, distance in levels. Is it someone like difference maybe a 5 or 10 or 15? 5. Okay, now can say paying more experience. Okay, Reverend so can say we do our experience on me using to say like you break down with different but not gonna be say we do our experience life. Maybe what we do me using this and I said until you find a senior what experience in me. It's even say people when the life experience all those years we scam but and you do one man which means experience of the maturity of and these are we are good to do all those when you guys know
I'm not saying say when you are changing that is like automatically somebody you're going with. No. Age is a factor for you. But in addition to it, you have to be mature. And when I'm dating, how do you even speak shows how wise you are. If you can't impart anything into me, it's only when you like when you have nothing in your head. So I'm looking for somebody that will impact me, and then for me, age is a factor.
What is any balance of the balance of which impact more?
So that is why I talked about respect. And it's not just respect. There are so many things that comes with you marry someone you are older than. Yes.
Okay, sister, one of your powers. So it's ever say, wow, I will be here. And I say, who did you go younger? Respect. So, wait, man, I say, what the man will be here. No, like when you're saying.
So respect me. Respect is reciprocal. It's not in. You can't say you disrespect me and you expect me to respect you. It doesn't work like that. You get it? So it depends on how you guys talk to me. Some people know because I will come down, oh, do all the yes. But say you come, hey, and you expect me to talk. No. What do you woman here? The woman now. Don't respect me, don't expect to get that respect from me. But in the first place, if you're not here, we're going to massive obligation. Or yeah, will feel now maybe talk to you anyhow. Now you can do that kind of attitude now. You do with your man. You still display it because I say, or you will feel proud now, or yeah, you feel as if say you're okay with it. It's neutral, you go feel one. You disgrace you. And that's why I really expect yourself to. So once you respect me, you get that respect. If you don't respect me, you find your way and find because if you don't respect me, and I also don't have a reason to respect you, then how is our future going to be like? And then maybe I will get a chance, now maybe I will get a fancy. I don't know if you can spatula. Wait a minute, we can just say, they are just a tag of you. So once you respect me, I don't have anything to do that to give you that respect. Life will disrespect me. I think you have to advise yourself and live my life. It gets in my room, respect me.
Maybe distance and was said would be what did you answer?
Regarding that respect, now respect matters, irrespective of the age differences and all that. Respect in the Obama, they're nothing new. Them man used to be nothing new. But in most relationships, young men are demanding more respect from the ladies. It's not right. It's supposed to be 50-50.
And I'm not cutting you short. The Bible only says women have to love, right?
Yeah.
And men have to respect. You get it? So you can't come and do me. Men don't. Now they are cheating me. It's a found my family. My family order also found. Respect my baby.
Just cheating me, yeah. Self-affiliation.
Oh.
See, on one submitting the Eben Masia mom. Now you switch him.
Yes.
The only comes with respect. So as I say, bet you have a then I'm in Yasin down. Let me have a so I'm saying Yasin. But some respect in wow. Leave me ending that. As I said, ending that. Now let's go to the topic, the question of the age. Now, I always say this, okay? Because you're going to talk about doing money or drawing one people and the one. Put it on record. For me, say, nipa baako akɔsɔfoɔ baako ɛwɔ Ghana one people na ɛna ɔware yɛ.
I think say Isaac. When I'm confident Elizabeth.
Ɛyɛ Isaac.
Sure. So I'm confident about it.
Very good. Ti ɛnu na nyɛ Isaac ɛna ɛkɔ ɛpere apɛ ɔbaa ne papa ɛna ɛpere apɛ ɔbaa ɛdama no. Ti sɛ ɔmo de nipa yɛ na Isaac kasa ɔmo kaa. So papa has the right to go back and look for another person for Isaac. That's myself. Now, Isaac the the bit me about say, but it's not everything that was captured in the Bible. The bit never so many papa can say discuss. This is the type of woman I want us. The thing they are meaning to me talk about meaning to say the pen and I said, be. The papa gave out a criteria. Go and look for. And when they brought Rebecca, Isaac didn't just get up to marry Rebecca. There was a relationship. Do you understand? To me, there was a relationship. If there was no relationship, then that is what led to the problem between Esau and his brother. Because Rebecca hid something from the husband, which was a prophecy. That same way, the husband also hid something from the wife. But the wife, somewhere somehow got to know and got a mix between the two guys. Relationship matters. Implantia matters. See, penny the train. The only aspect of relationship that brings problems is the sex before marriage. That is what our fathers always want to resist. They don't want us to go into. You understand? Because at the end of the day, if you end up having sex with the person, the covenant has been established. Some way, somehow, something happens along the line, and you don't want to marry that person again. There are things you have to do to let that woman go. You understand? So, the plan here is good. How do I get to know the person if I don't go into a relationship with the person? It is we ourselves that's making the whole thing complicated. I mean, at the end of the day, the trip now they will say, but I can't even say, get one time, then this. Now, I'm going to worry. What must you? In this our time, I'm not sure there is a man of God who married his wife without being in a relationship with them. Because that's the only time we have to study each other. Then the sex aspect of it is what is wrong.
Alright, and it might be your mom saw you saying, Emma, the bro, put drink up. Woman, saw you saying, Emma, the day to many a bro. It is always you want to say, or must say, so come. Yet the 2 million send a bear. Casaneba, name you know, where yes, also the super near the phone. Inti, made a Osha screen as well, who say logo and our flyer, and the dash or number episode. In case walk for your wedding and our naming ceremony and program beer walk Osha, be here, drinks are good best every hour. Gay here, Emma, and I said, Uber Fred or Manama was from our farm now. On my occasion, I'm off a send a bear. Who visitors now buy them, or many better program, anytime you organize them. Or maybe who's drink up, the two drinks on the light, so you can back in there. Young wish now, no, your case, yes, I'm sure. Thank you. Okay, it's yes, I saw it. Try your comedians. It's your call is an question. Yeah, maybe I can say, especially in Bam. How much I say in phone and I'm never been phone issue more especially when we try it. When we say young guys in Africa, I'm more building. I feel I'm more building but in phone again and sugar that is no more part water. So what I say, it's how much I guess in young guys. It's the question I'm missing is young guys and old men, they true say, we should more than young guys.
And it's going to be a matter between the two. But for me, I feel the older man likes the better than the
And what's the reason?
Okay, so to me, I feel the older man has established himself. And so, in terms of money, providing for you, you better have schools of a you can do it than somebody who is now at the beginning trying to find his feet, you understand? Yeah, so I feel they like better. But then you see, people of today will tell you they want attention, time, and care.
And the young guys.
But then trust me, if you give them these three things and you don't add money, they will be satisfied. So I feel the older man is out there working to give money, and I think money is love language. So you give you money, you're not going to be the right way.
Is that it? But the chinchu, when I show up,
Chinchu. Personally, I haven't experienced it. But like I said, both. It depends on who you meet. There are some young guys who are CEOs. I'm going to some companies. I have some couple of friends. They are young guys. I'm established. They're trusted. And they are, I don't know how to put it. Their girlfriends don't have problems. I'll talk about them and a girlfriend. Also, when a girlfriend, they will be out. To such a person, he's willing to do very well. And then there are some other old men who also give you everything you want. But the closest old man will. I mean, the reason why old man will cry when you look for an old man, it's a married man. maturity of
Coming. Are we talking about someone who is married or not? I want to get it right so that when I stay some point.
Okay, like when you can come up and say, they're unmarried, like is unmarried.
Is it like a sugar daddy or winning?
I see.
The thing is, old man, because it's not specified. It wasn't specified.
So he should. Because what he's saying, I'm being with whatever she's saying. But then I stand on my grounds too because maybe understanding, replying, the question is deviating from what she's saying. Because I wouldn't go in for a sugar daddy. It is on no man.
That's not, don't forget, there's some old men who will give you for free.
So,
without taking anything.
So if it, I want to get it.
That's what I'm saying, that's one.
Obi a winning now. Obi a winning
versus marriage.
And so you can still be stating.
So I'm clearing that.
What was
I'm clearing that.
No.
Also have side chicks. Also a relationship.
Also a relationship. So since
You
it's a
get
relationship.
some people prefer to go in for married men. Old people. Okay, there are some people, old people whose spouse are dead. You get it? And when we young girl was pregnant, it's different. And we have some old people who are married. I'm from marriage. They still do their girlfriend's food. That's also a relationship. As long as we have something in connection with the old man, it's also a relationship. So it's dependent on who you meet in your life. A young guy, well, some young girls of today, compare the lady. And so the mission, I just say, oh, young guy, when he's well to do, all that man, he goes in for the young guy. But this one, I'll show you, I have this old man who comes to me, he's well to do. She goes in for the old man. So it's the person's choice. But me for it, like I'm saying, if it's an old man who has a woman, but again, if you're the old man, I wouldn't go in for an old man because I wouldn't want to have a relationship with an old man. I mean, personally, you can force it when I don't like. If they're just giving me what you're giving me for free without anything, it's different. Okay. But if they are coming with an intention, put it on pause. I'm not interested. So if I'm going in, I'll look for a young guy who I think I can do future. I'm okay with. And if you already have money, you can spread me, why not? I'm all available. I will accept it.
Okay. Actually, also, I said, so you be a man, or kind of Bema from. And bad means between on Ocean women, either so or back in on to this year.
About the sugar mommy levels now, fine. I haven't experienced so much, but I think somehow I came into contact with one. Okay. And I can tell you, say, that's what I was saying from the beginning, say, again. Okay. Now, this woman, not the community, okay, that's not being in a say, places always so common. To send my man, put me for so she was interested. Okay, if today we do here, tomorrow we go there, we learn about. It wasn't about sex, but she needed someone that always would be with her, treat her like the way when they were young. The husband was, and I'm not the outing time. You understand? So everything ended that very day. In as much as the kind of things she was promising to do and all that, it ended there. What I say? Until and when you're 50-50, sometimes with me, I get Jenny say, a Bible, God, do my dance, they say, Umranti bring me here. Till we are more than the but my and any panel, I hear no other fan. What you say? Near a the woman say, Umranti bring, and Mapa will bring. Some ranty and all the sort of SHADDAI. Oh, maybe your own mission. And then there's a woman in a car boom, a building up that home. That is love. It's growing up, moving along the line, we say, hey, dear, Baku Rentema. Sir, experience now from the beginning, and the man, Obama, because of his grandma, they did any depend. Do you understand? But the two can love very well. The sugar mommy can love you very well, but how do you mind say the love of the sugar mommy will not last? It will not last. Do you understand?
You said something that and the say only can remember that.
Yeah.
Like I've had so many instances where people build up from scratch and then almost drew themselves was someone enjoying the guys, yes. And sometimes the girl, like when you're trying to the kind of feel say, when a young girl, I think it's true, and there are so many instances on it. If you're building with someone, I say, for the ladies. So if you say, maybe also need to establish yourself, establish yourself.
What a young can say, if you say, a man brings to be sure, and do you understand?
It's true.
It means it's hard to say, I would say, lastful desires. But to be said, there's one who was enjoying. You know, this sound. You know what this sound. Listen, say, you will feel. Now we're hearing a share those short things now. It won't be fair. Do you understand? It won't be fair. She's wearing it for me. But when she brings it out, it is no more for me. What you are saying? Now, in my home, it is people like me that visits me, and then church members that visits my home. Then maybe business partners and all that visits at home. Now, nobody will come to your home uninvited. Sometimes it will happen. But when the person is mature and you come to my house as a man of God, you see my wife in a short something, you can't tag it and bring it to the social platforms and say, so for crying, we are in our house. That is our private home. Do you understand? Now, I would detest it if Melia Soyampa or Frantoma, Elia or Frantoma, Enue or Frantoma or Veda or Frantoma. My friend. And no son, the man, a do something, not the man would want to look elsewhere. But if he's always getting the way he's supposed to get it, why look elsewhere?
So I'm coming. When the wife is always saying wrapped in cloth, is it that some of you don't like it? When in a casa, I know you're not saying, country, but I think communication, and even if say only in a casa, maybe she doesn't have money to make provisions for business. What do you also do as a man? Like you provide her the things that she refused to work, and I say you don't make that
before you can tell someone say don't do this, then you have the right thing that the person should do in mind. The provisions are readily made available. You can't tell the person don't drink water in a plastic cup when there is no glass cup. Do you understand? There should be a glass. And then when the person is not drinking it in the glass, then you can question the person. So in the relationship, that's what I'm saying, it's a married your friend. So as we are coming up, now let me say this. Growing up as a young man, even to date, some of my friends, including my wife, complains about that. I hate short sleeves. And I don't like wearing knickers. That is me.
What if my wife likes it?
If my wife likes it, the two shall become. If she likes it, if I'm home, I'll wear it for her. It's because of my wife that now I wear a horse. I wear certain things that short sleeves because of my wife. Because she's the only person I'm dressing to in ties to make her happy. Do you understand? Maybe you can't tell me so bad or she's skinny. We met that. But the very first day I met my wife physically, she was
something must move her mind.
You see the thing. But now, she will not wear skinny outside. If she will wear skinny, then it depends the environment she's going to. Do you understand? Don't mean she's skinny. Sorry. It is wrong. You can wear it, they have the jeans type. People wear it to church. That environment, it is accepted. Our environment, it might not be accepted. Even the person who was complaining, I communicates a lot. So that's what I'm saying. Again, when you come from the beginning, Auntie has said that you have to convince her or him to understand where you are coming from. First, so that they put amount for around. I know of a friend, the end of year party, who will call them. Table of around 6, Papa 4, 18, and I used to be 2. Come on, only girlfriend, come on, you opinion. Lady is coming from a certain village. I won't want to mention the name. About Romisha and chain. So using capillaries is difficult. Myself, I didn't even use the fork and now use it with spoon, straightforward. The lady, oh yeah, in fact. See, when can you say, let the name to be slow by? I didn't know what sounds like to say. As a gentleman, the guy should have swallowed his pride and everything. After everything, when the woman we settle it. Oh, the king of song is again, see. Fortunately, unfortunately, now, it is not the lady that created the sin of the woman, it is the man. So if you say, maybe the league is in the sin. So as I say, say one for now, as a party now, can we use that? So to leave you see. Because if you are not using you can't save my son and my daughter at the back and give us spoon. Do you understand? You will fear you can't want to what be clear. So after everything, the man, one of the every men, they call us a police. Master, if you cannot accept this lady like this, let her go early. Or else in marriage, one will die. Sister, I'm looking plan again. Oh, yes, again, one Casani Green. Oh, Marina, they're 50-50. The home is not for the wife, not for the man. She has become the managing director of her home. Today you box and fan to the diakeke. She will try to put you right. That is where my sister was saying, talking about respect. What I say. Now, ferry. Obani Niasi. Ferry. So the battery, I say, only sister community. So the banner you want to go to the diakeke.
Okay. So actually, in conclusion, this is the matter, as I said. Old men who and yes, you got it. No,
it's not married men.
Yeah, and yet you are okay. When you know a spelling down, and you are of spelling.
That's why I did my agent in about 5 years.
Okay.
I'm only an older person.
It's senior.
See, I can move from big dad.
Okay, yeah, rent. Like I can't press the button. I said, you're last time in the social media. Now the thing say, what value can an old man give to a woman, or old lady and an old woman can give to a man or a young guy? It's a old man and a young guy. Sorry, I said the first thing problem. First thing is what value can old man can give to a woman that a young guy can't? And second one, they say can you help? And a good say as partners and partners are more money in password. Say me say the password, my girlfriend give the password, me give the password. They would say relationship. It's just about relationship. So you start to who wrapping short.
So I'm starting the password.
Now from volume.
Older one.
Friends.
A young man can
Young man dating me.
Oh. Yes, I believe another person can impact you in a more positive way than a small one.
See, I'm saying small boy.
I'm not pleasing. Then somebody above that. Let me use myself so you understand me.
Alright, what of password?
Okay, so with the password, I feel there's nothing wrong with knowing your partner's password to your phone. But then, if he was the one that bought the phone for you, you have the right. But if you sit for someone else to buy me a phone, you are claiming to know my password, I feel it's not right.
And what if you bought it yourself?
If I bought, no, I'm not supposed to buy it myself. You're supposed to buy it.
But what if you say, Michelle, or now?
No, you're dating. It's then now why am maybe I was using X. What's the son I'm saying? So you have every right. Like I said in the first place, there's nothing wrong with it. Unless maybe probably I'm hiding something, but I don't want you to feel too comfortable. I was saying with like acting as if you bought it from I'll come and be like I have no right to tell you I'm hiding it, I don't want you to know. No, you have every right to the phone.
It's a little talk let me say you see it before. Say, no. I'm talking about them. Mr. Mitchell contact also need send us new.
No.
Oh, because it's a lot of time and this is a book password, right?
See, me or my son, I'm a I wouldn't put that. You say, you know, come out and say, but I need to you, because I'm sure, so what's one then I'm for Tommy now, you are getting to know my password. I'll have a problem with you. But when I was on man, you're fine. Yes. It's not a big deal.
Yes, Reverend. But value any password.
Well, I think, irrespective of all that we've been saying, the value that an elderly person can give to you, a young person, I think I will rate it 60-40. Yeah. Because in as much as everything has been said, because that the need is grand, when you can. But yes, so 1, 2, 3 advices that you can get. I'm yet to see someone who says she was dating an elderly man, a married man, and the man never advised her on 1 or 2 things. The person will surely give you some pieces of advice. Then it's left with you to either take it or ignore it. Because the youths of today, where you live, that's a new danger. Respect in the swat. The bank is a senior who say, after what? So that's my say. But I didn't know advisor. Then say, sorry to say, sister, he said, or maybe you came to another something between you and me, let's put it down. But the father and son, advisor, the man, I will weigh the advice I will give. Because at the end of the day, the elderly person is actually not looking for much from her. It's not expecting much from her. It's me, I'm expecting a lot from her. So every advice I will be giving to her is geared towards my desires. But the elderly man here, I don't know if you are, I don't know what brand one I did. Now with the issues of this thing, I would advise every young man and every young woman, stay away from your partner's password.
Thank you.
Stay away from it. Whether you are married or is a relationship, stay away from your partner's password. The reason why I'm saying this is not because maybe the man has something to hide or the woman has something to hide, but for your own safety. As we are going up and down, day in, day out, people admire us. People admire us. At your workplace, you have colleagues that are very stubborn that if you're not careful, they will think you guys are having an affair. But there is nothing like that going on. Someone can send you a message and add the love emoji to it. If you see it, it is at your own risk. If not me for my password, I can give it to you. If you are taking my password, it should be for emergency purposes. That maybe at home, something has happened to me. There is a contact you are looking for, it is on my phone. When you have my password, it is easy for you to access that contact. And then people will come to my rescue. But if you are asking for the password for obscure motives, then please stop. Because for sure, and that's only need you to know.
But value. Old men. Old men be okay. The tool says yes. But I've encountered some couple of old men. Excuse me, sir. You know, there's some of them. You know, some of them is not saying I don't know whether it's the kind of boy I meet, the kind of old men I meet. But if they see you, they always want to have affair. Like nothing. Oh, that's all. What's so what you do? Like, what business can we? Do you think we can do to get? No. So you say, Pastor, someone, and it's so nice. Old man there, at least you've passed through some stages of life. Should be able to give counsel to people, but it doesn't happen in that manner, and it's very bad. Even though some young men do it, also go that same direction. I think old men, since you've gone through stages of life, you should be able to have some kind of knowledge about life. But when I said they don't people are overtaking them. So when it comes to advice, if the person I encounter, when I encounter an old man and he gives me good counsel, I'm good to go. When I encounter a young man and he gives me good counsel, I'm good to go. I don't have any specific ultimate movie.
Alright.
And again, password.
What's your
Yes. It's both sides. Like he's saying, maybe a partner, we've gone out to something, there's an emergency. I can, and he can help me out with the phone. Maybe have to realize he can get access to my password and then call whoever he's supposed to call. But if you want my password within every moment, want to be check what's happening, which doesn't mean what's making you laugh, then you will die and I'll be alive. Or somebody has sent you. I don't find any problem sharing my password. And like I was saying, for no time, since you bought a phone from me, you bought it from me, so it's mine. I'm claiming ownership. Don't say because you bought a phone from me, so you're coming to give me stress for to make my password. I won't give it to you. Phone everything say me. I tell you how the mommy there. Why should you say? I tell you how money if you are home. If you are giving me a gift and want something with it, then what I do to me is not from your heart. So don't say you bought me a phone until I'll come to you with a password. One God touch my heart, one God touch my heart. And this is for business purposes, I can share with you. For your own lungu, you want to people to everything I do. And I mean to I'm very good. If I realize that you want to check what I do on my phone. Sometimes I can hold the phone, I'm not chatting to anybody, but how intentionally laugh and smile. I'll make you feel as if I'm doing something. Not by you. Because that's when I also get to know that. No, you want the password for your own personal stuff. But I guess say, oh, maybe. So sometimes password, I don't think it's wrong to share your password. But the reason the person is having, or not doing, the team will follow up and password. Since you're not in the person's mind, you wouldn't know what the person wants to password for. Now I'll share with you. When you have a problem, no one has a partner for yourself. I won't experience that first time. So, I'll share password.
Okay. Yes, it's a name as of any other second. Say, my foot on the wall, say, they are password as 17.